What is it about Leonardo DiCaprio's relationships that have everyone talking? The Hollywood icon, known for his legendary performances and undeniable charm, has also developed a reputation for something rather unusual: never publicly dating a woman over the age of 25. With each breakup seemingly following the same timeline, this pattern has sparked endless speculation, memes, and debates. Coincidence or preference? In this deep dive, we'll explore the actor's fascinating dating history, examine the high-profile relationships that ended at a strikingly familiar age, and uncover the truth behind the theory that has gripped the internet. Stay with us as we reveal the undeniable facts and patterns behind DiCaprio's love life. The Leo 25 Club Theory. Leonardo DiCaprio has dated some of the world's most beautiful women, but what sets his love life apart isn't just the star-studded lineup, it's the recurring age limit. The so-called Leo 25 Club theory suggests that none of his relationships publicly extend beyond his partner's 25th birthday. While many dismiss it as a coincidence, the pattern is undeniable. From Gisele Bündchen to Camila Morrone, nearly every one of Leo's former flames has parted ways with him around this exact age. This theory gained traction when internet sleuths compiled data showing the cutoff trend. Charts and memes have surfaced, humorously highlighting how his relationships end just as his partners approach their mid-20s. Critics argue that this pattern reflects a preference for younger women, reinforcing Hollywood's long-standing age gap dating norms. Supporters, however, claim it's purely circumstantial, perhaps his lifestyle, career focus, and personal choices naturally lead to shorter relationships. With his most recent breakup following the same timeline, many are questioning whether Leo will ever break this cycle. Is it a deliberate decision, or does his hectic lifestyle make long-term commitment difficult? Whether intentional or not, the Leo 25 Club remains one of Hollywood's most intriguing dating trends, sparking endless debates and speculation. Gisele Bündchen, 1999 to 2005. Gisele Bündchen was the first high-profile romance that put DiCaprio's love life in the spotlight. When they started dating in 1999, she was just a teenager and already rising in the fashion world. Their relationship quickly became a favorite among fans, and they were frequently seen together at major events. The couple shared glamorous moments, from attending the Oscars hand in hand to courtside kisses at basketball games. For 5 years, they were Hollywood's golden couple, embodying the perfect blend of movie star charm and supermodel elegance. However, despite their public affection, cracks began to show. Gisele later admitted that she was struggling personally during the relationship, even turning to self-improvement books and meditation. By the time she turned 23, she had outgrown the dynamic, realizing they were simply not meant to be together. Their breakup was amicable, with Gisele expressing deep respect for Leo, but it marked the beginning of an emerging pattern. Notably, just a few years later, she married NFL superstar Tom Brady and built a lasting relationship, proving she was ready for long-term commitment, something Leo seemingly wasn't. Gisele's story set the precedent for what would later be seen in nearly all of Leo's relationships: an intense, high-profile romance that ended right before the woman in question turned 26. Bar Refaeli, 2005 to 2011. Following his breakup with Gisele, Leo quickly moved on to another supermodel, Israeli beauty Bar Refaeli. Their romance, which lasted on and off for 6 years, was one of his longest relationships. With an 11-year age gap between them, the couple was frequently seen jet-setting around the world, from romantic getaways to high-profile fashion events. For years, rumors of an engagement swirled, fueled by their undeniable chemistry and seemingly strong bond. However, as time passed, it became clear that their relationship wasn't leading toward a permanent commitment. By 2011, the two had officially parted ways, right as Bar turned 25. The split was reportedly amicable, with sources claiming they had simply grown apart. Bar later reflected on her time with Leo, stating that the breakup allowed her to focus on personal growth and independence. She went on to marry Israeli businessman Adi Isra and start a family, reinforcing the idea that many of Leo's exes were ready for deeper commitments, while he seemed to remain hesitant. This relationship cemented the theory that Leo's romances had a built-in expiration date. Blake Lively, 2011. When Leonardo DiCaprio and Blake Lively were first spotted together, it was the ultimate Hollywood crossover. The Gossip Girl actress and the A-list movie star met at the Cannes Film Festival in 2011, and their whirlwind romance quickly captured media attention. Their relationship played out like a real-life fairy tale, with the pair enjoying lavish dates in Venice, Los Angeles, and New York. Despite their undeniable chemistry, their romance was short-lived. Within a year, the couple had parted ways, citing conflicting schedules. At the time, Blake was 23, just 2 years shy of Leo's rumored age limit. While the split was amicable, it fit the recurring pattern of Leo moving on before his partners reached their mid-20s. Interestingly, Blake swiftly moved on to a more stable relationship with actor Ryan Reynolds, whom she later married and built a family with. This again reinforced the idea that Leo's exes were ready for long-term commitment while he continued to keep his options open. Their brief yet high-profile romance remains one of the most talked-about chapters in Leo's dating history, adding another piece to the puzzle of his infamous pattern. Erin Heatherton, 2012. Following his short-lived romance with Blake Lively, Leonardo DiCaprio was back to dating models, this time with Victoria's Secret angel Erin Heatherton. The two began dating in late 2011, and by early 2012, they were frequently spotted together, enjoying bike rides in New York City and lavish vacations. At the time, Erin was 22, and her rising career in the modeling world made her a perfect fit for Leo's typical dating preferences. Despite their seemingly effortless chemistry, the relationship lasted only about 10 months. Reports suggested that their demanding schedules were the primary reason for their breakup. Leo was heavily involved in multiple film projects, while Erin's modeling career required constant international travel. A source close to the couple insisted that there was no drama or bad blood between them, just the reality of their conflicting lifestyles. However, given Leo's dating history, some skeptics saw the split as yet another example of his reluctance to maintain a relationship as his partner approached her mid-20s. Erin, like many of Leo's past girlfriends, went on to pursue long-term commitments elsewhere, later marrying and settling down. The brief romance with Erin reinforced Leo's reputation for favoring younger women and keeping relationships short-lived. While Erin never spoke publicly about their breakup in detail, she maintained a positive outlook on her time with Leo. Unlike some of his other high-profile exes, she largely stayed out of the spotlight post-breakup, moving on with her life and career. Her time with Leo may not have been as dramatic or publicized as some of his other relationships, but it was another addition to the growing pattern that had begun to define his love life. Toni Garrn, 2013 to 2014, 2017. After his split from Erin Heatherton, Leo was back to dating Victoria's Secret models, this time with German beauty Toni Garrn. Their relationship began in 2013 when she was 20 and he was 38, a significant 18-year age gap. Despite the age difference, they appeared to be smitten with each other, often photographed attending events and enjoying vacations together. For nearly a year, the couple seemed steady, but rumors of trouble surfaced when Toni was noticeably absent from Leo's star-studded 40th birthday party in 2014. Soon after, reports emerged that they had quietly broken up. The alleged reason: Leo had been spotted leaving a Miami nightclub with a group of 20 women, a move that reportedly didn't sit well with Toni. In a surprising twist, the two briefly reconnected in 2017 when Toni was 25. However, their reunion was short-lived, further fueling speculation that Leo had an unspoken rule about dating women past a certain age. While the rekindled romance generated media buzz, it didn't lead to anything long-term. Toni later moved on, marrying British actor Alex Pettyfer and starting a family, once again highlighting the contrast between Leo's exes, who seem to settle down quickly, and Leo himself, who continues to date younger women. Her relationship with Leo may not have lasted, but it fit the well-documented pattern of his romances having a predictable shelf life. Kelly Rohrbach, 2015 to 2016. Kelly Rohrbach, best known for playing C.J. Parker in the Baywatch film, was another model actress who briefly captured Leo's heart. Their romance began in 2015, with the couple frequently seen enjoying bike rides in New York and attending exclusive Hollywood events together. At the time, Kelly was 25, marking the upper limit of Leo's usual dating range. Despite the apparent chemistry, their relationship lasted only a few months before they called it quits in early 2016. As with many of Leo's past relationships, sources blamed their busy schedules for the split. By this time, Leo was heavily involved in environmental activism and promoting The Revenant, the film that would finally earn him his first Oscar. Meanwhile, Kelly's acting career was beginning to take off, making it difficult for them to maintain a steady relationship. Their breakup seemed amicable, with no reports of drama or controversy. Kelly, like many of Leo's former flames, moved on and later married Walmart heir Stuart Walton, once again highlighting the recurring theme of Leo's exes settling down while he continued to date younger women. Although their relationship was brief, it reaffirmed the idea that Leo's romantic life had a clear expiration date. With Kelly being 25 at the time of their breakup, it added yet another name to the list of women who had parted ways with the Hollywood star before reaching 26. Nina Agdal, 2016 to 2017. Danish swimsuit model Nina Agdal was next in Leo's lineup, and their relationship followed the same familiar pattern. The two were first linked in mid-2016, spending time together on luxurious vacations and yacht trips. Despite keeping their romance relatively low-key, they were often spotted enjoying romantic getaways. Their relationship seemed stable, but by May 2017, the news broke that they had split. Nina was 25 at the time, further cementing the Leo 25 Club theory. Sources claimed that the breakup was amicable and that Leo simply wasn't ready to settle down. A year earlier, the couple had been involved in a minor car accident in the Hamptons, but neither was injured. Interestingly, after the split, Nina, like many of Leo's exes, moved on to a more serious relationship. She eventually got engaged to Jack Brinkley Cook, the son of supermodel Christy Brinkley, further highlighting the trend of Leo's former girlfriends seeking long-term commitment elsewhere. While Leo and Nina's relationship didn't generate as much media frenzy as some of his previous romances, it followed the same well-established pattern. The fact that they parted ways when Nina was 25 only added fuel to the ongoing speculation about Leo's preference for younger women. Camila Morrone, 2017 to 2022. Camila Morrone was widely regarded as the woman who might finally change Leonardo DiCaprio's dating pattern. Their relationship began in late 2017 when Camila was just 20, marking one of Leo's longest romances. Despite the 22-year age gap, their bond appeared strong, leading many to speculate that Leo had finally found someone he was ready to settle down with. Unlike his previous relationships, which often remained under the radar, Camila and Leo were frequently seen together. From romantic getaways to high-profile events, their relationship had a level of visibility that suggested it was serious. They made their first official public appearance at the 2020 Oscars, a rare move for Leo, who tends to avoid red carpet moments with his partners. However, as time passed, speculation about their future intensified. Critics often pointed to the infamous 25 rule, wondering if Camila would be the one to break it. Even Camila herself addressed the controversy, posting an old photo of Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, who had a 25-year age gap, captioning it, "A love like this." When faced with criticism, she fired back, stating, "My God, people are so mean and full of anger with people they know nothing about." Despite appearing to have a strong connection, The couple officially split in August 2022, just 2 months after Camila turned 25. Reports suggested they had grown apart, with sources claiming Leo was simply not ready to settle down. This breakup only reinforced a long-standing theory about his dating habits. Interestingly, Camila, like Leo's past exes, quickly moved on to a new relationship. As for Leo, he was soon linked to yet another younger woman, reigniting discussions about his reluctance to date past a certain age. While their romance lasted longer than most of his previous relationships, it ultimately ended in the same predictable fashion: pattern recognition and public reaction. By this point, Leonardo DiCaprio's dating history had evolved from personal preference to pop culture phenomenon. Fans, critics, and even researchers began noticing the uncanny consistency in his relationships. None of his publicly known girlfriends remained with him past the age of 25. The conversation intensified after Camila Morrone's breakup, when data analysts compiled visual graphs showing Leo's dating pattern. These viral charts highlighted the abrupt endings of his relationships once his partners reached their mid-20s. Social media was flooded with memes, with users jokingly suggesting that Leo's girlfriends received expiration dates. The pattern became such a well-known fact that even comedians and talk show hosts referenced it in their routines. However, public opinion remains divided. Some see Leo's dating habits as a personal choice. He simply enjoys the company of younger women, and as a bachelor, he has every right to do so. Others argue that his consistent preference reinforces problematic Hollywood norms that prioritize youth, especially in women, over long-term relationships. The discussion has sparked debates about age gaps in dating, power dynamics, and the role of celebrity influence in shaping societal standards. Meanwhile, Leo himself has never publicly addressed the speculation. He continues to live his life on his own terms, unfazed by the media's scrutiny. Whether or not his dating habits are intentional, the discussion around them has taken on a life of its own, ensuring that his love life remains a constant topic of fascination. Leo's perspective on marriage and settling down. While Leonardo DiCaprio's dating pattern suggests he isn't eager to settle down, he has occasionally spoken about marriage and long-term relationships. However, his statements have always been non-committal. When asked about the possibility of marriage in past interviews, he has responded with vague answers like, "It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen." Despite his reluctance to commit, sources close to the actor have hinted that he has considered marriage in the past. During his relationship with Camila Morrone, insiders claimed Leo had never been in love like that before, and that he was even open to the idea of having children. However, as history shows, nothing materialized, and the relationship ended like all the others. One of the most commonly cited explanations for Leo's reluctance to settle down is his intense career focus. As one of Hollywood's most in-demand actors, he frequently travels for film shoots, environmental activism, and charity work. Maintaining a serious relationship in the midst of such a hectic lifestyle is undoubtedly challenging. Some believe that Leo simply doesn't see marriage as a necessary part of his life, preferring to enjoy his relationships without long-term commitments. Yet, as he approaches 50, the question remains, will he ever break the pattern? Many of his former girlfriends have moved on, started families, and built stable relationships, while Leo continues to date women in their early 20s. Whether he eventually chooses to settle down or continues his bachelor lifestyle indefinitely, his love life will likely remain one of the most speculated aspects of his career. Who's next? With Leonardo DiCaprio's pattern well established, the inevitable question arises, who will be the next woman to steal his heart? If history is any indication, his next girlfriend will likely be in her early 20s, possibly a model or rising actress, and their relationship will follow the familiar trajectory of lavish vacations, red carpet appearances, and an eventual split before she turns 26. Since his breakup with Camila Morrone, Leo has been linked to multiple women, including supermodel Gigi Hadid. However, at 27, Gigi was an exception to his usual pattern, fueling speculation that he might finally be expanding his dating range. Yet, their rumored romance was short-lived, and soon after, Leo was seen with younger models, suggesting that his preferences had not changed. Some believe that Leo's dating choices are a reflection of Hollywood's culture, where powerful men have historically pursued much younger women. Others argue that he simply enjoys the excitement and energy of youth, preferring relationships that are free from the pressures of settling down. Regardless of the reason, Leo's next relationship will undoubtedly be watched closely by fans and the media alike. The real question is, will he ever break the cycle? If he does, it could signal a shift in how he views relationships and commitment. If he doesn't, it will only further cement his reputation as Hollywood's most notorious bachelor. Either way, the world will be watching, waiting to see if the Leo 25 club remains unbroken or if, at last, someone will change the script. Leonardo DiCaprio's love life has become a cultural phenomenon, sparking debates, jokes, and endless speculation. Whether intentional or not, his relationships follow a strikingly consistent pattern, and the Leo 25 club theory only gains traction with each breakup. Some view it as a personal preference, while others see it as a reflection of Hollywood's long-standing norms. One thing is certain: Leo's dating habits are unlikely to fade from public discussion anytime soon. As fans, critics, and analysts continue to dissect his romantic history, the big question remains: will he ever settle down, or is he destined to remain Hollywood's most famous bachelor? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Leo's love life, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more celebrity insights. What do you think? Is it all just a coincidence, or is Leo deliberately avoiding relationships past a certain age? Share your thoughts below, and stay tuned for more exclusive content on Hollywood's biggest stars.